It's the end of 2025, and this year we cooked a lot. I tried tons and tons of new foods that I'd never had before. We met so many of you who are a part of this amazing and beautiful community. And we learned about cultures that maybe we didn't know too much about before. And while I loved pretty much every single dish that I tried this year, there were a couple of standouts. So today we're gonna go through my 5 favorite dishes that I had in 2025, in no particular order. These are my top 5 dishes.
Hi Beryl, my name is Cédric and I live in Frankfurt, Germany. I grew up in Germany, but my mother's from France, from the Normandy region, so I want to show you a French recipe. The dish I want to talk to you about is Poulet Vallée Doge, or Doge Valley chicken, and it's a quite fancy dish that was created in Parisian restaurants and cafes to mimic the tastes of the Doge Valley in Normandy. So it uses the traditional ingredients like cream, apples and cider. I like this dish in particular because we would make it for special occasions or when we had guests. So every time my mom would tell us she would make Poulet Vallée Doge, you would know we have something to celebrate, or even just celebrate normal weekday just because we feel like it. And I really like it because it brings me closer to my family and also my French roots.
I'm about to flambe for my first time ever, live on camera. But I am a little bit nervous because I don't have a long lighter. So what I'm gonna do is use these long matches and just kind of drop them into the pan. I've also never had Calvados before, but this is an apple brandy. You can find other apple brandies, but Calvados is the real deal if you want to make this the truly authentic way. But I know that my dad really likes drinking it as an after dinner drink, so that's how I know it. Forgot, safety first, pulling my long, luscious locks back out of my face so that they don't catch on fire. Safety, kids. Oh my God, I'm so nervous.
Go, go, go.
I did it! I did it! Yes! Does this just burn? It's burning my thing over there.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Ah! Ah! Okay, it didn't burn it, but I was like, oh my God, my wooden shelf.
You did it!
Oh my God. Okay, there's like a little flame left, but that was great. Oh my God, my heart is beating. It's tachycardic right now. That was so exciting.
I wouldn't say it's the most common dish, but it is for sure a well-known dish. More in the northern part of France, because there people use butter for cooking, just like in the recipe, and in the southern part, I'm not sure they would enjoy the dish as much because they use a lot of olive oil in their cooking. Chicken can be a bit plain, but I think this dish makes a great job in making it shine because it's showing what the chicken can do, and through the cooking process it brings out the nicest flavors in the chicken. Combining it with a rich creamy sauce and cutting through that creaminess with the nice apples makes it a really special and comforting dish. In French, a chicken makes cote 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 or cote codé, and a rooster makes cocorico. I think people should try this dish because it's a great look into French cooking. It uses a lot of the typical methods of cooking it, and it's not too complicated while still being a bit challenging, so you can feel very proud when you make it. Bon appétit!
I think this is one of the first times where I've made a French dish that was difficult, but where I really, truly succeeded. Obviously, I haven't tasted it yet, but I just feel like all the components look good. The flambe went really well for the most part. Like, it was successful. It was scary, but it was successful. The chicken's at a good temp. Like, everything, I think, has come together. I need to just get in now. Put my money where my mouth is. complete bite here. I've got the apple, the veggies, the sauce, the chicken. Oh my gosh. Leia's gonna take the leftovers home tonight for dinner. You are in for a treat.
Oh my god, I'm so hyped. I'm so excited.
Whoa. This is so decadent. A lot of butter went into this dish, okay? I'm just gonna say that from the top. We had butter for the chicken, butter at the end with the sauce, but it wasn't just like a little bit of butter, it was like 50 grams of butter every time, which is a lot of butter. And you can taste it. And that's one of the reasons it tastes so good. I use a French churned butter for this, which is a very delicious and tasty butter. I will leave a link to it in the description. Just because good butter is good, you know what I mean? So you can taste the butter in this. The sauce is so creamy. The egg yolks and the creme fraiche together have made this just otherworldly sauce. I don't know what else to call it. I mean, it is a sauce, but it is glorious with all the veggies in it. The carrots are tender, the leeks are soft, and so are the onions. The shallots have that little bite to them, so you can like taste the shallot, which I love the taste of shallots. And the chicken is cooked so well. One of the nice things about dark meat is you really can't overcook it, especially when you're braising it. We cooked it in that cider. It is so juicy. I want the stewed apple again. The stewed apple with this sauce is incredible. You have the sweetness of the apples that were cooked in butter with the kind of richness of the dark meat chicken and of the sauce. It's a beautiful, they're complementing each other so well. It's such a perfect side dish to this chicken. I'm like out of breath from how good it is and from talking. French food is hard to make. It's not for the weak in the kitchen. Like you have to feel strong and have a good sense of self when you're cooking French food in your kitchen at home. And this dish had a lot of elements and a lot of parts to it, but boy oh boy, have they come together to be something truly spectacular that I feel like I just nailed. As many of you know, I live in New York City, and this is the city of abundance. I can find pretty much anything I need for the channel and anything that I need for myself. And this abundance is amazing, but it can definitely get overwhelming, especially when I'm sick and I need a doctor, because there are a lot of doctors in this city. So how do I know which is the right one for me? That is where ZocDoc comes in, the sponsor of today's episode. ZocDoc is a free website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors, choose the right one for your needs, and click to instantly book an appointment. From mental health to dentistry, eye care, skincare, nearly everything in between, with ZocDoc, you can filter for doctors by insurance, location, and specialties, so you can choose the best, most convenient care for you. ZocDoc makes it easy to book in-network appointments with more than 100,000 healthcare providers, and it saves time and stress that you'd otherwise get from calling doctor after doctor, trying to find if they're in network and have availability anytime soon. When making your decision, you can see verified patient reviews and doctor profiles, so you can know whether or not this is the type of doctor who's gonna leave you sitting in the waiting room long after your appointment time has already come and gone, which is very frustrating. A great example is that I recently needed to get my ears cleaned. It's a very specific issue, but something that needed to get done, and I looked on ZocDoc to find a doctor who was not only near me, but was covered by insurance in order to do it. Also, if you haven't got your ears cleaned recently, you should do it. I hear like 10 times better. I can hear sounds down the street now. Who knew? Gross. When you found the doctor you need, you can see their actual appointment openings, choose a time that works for you, and instantly book a visit with just a few clicks. Typically within 24 to 72 hours of booking, and you can score same-day appointments, which is amazing if you're like me and put everything off to last minute. So stop waiting, stop guessing, and start getting the care you need. Go to ZocDoc.com/Beryl to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. Thank you so much to ZocDoc for sponsoring the episode today. Now let's get back to the video.
G'day Beryl, it's Alice, and I'm from Georgia, and I live in Melbourne, Australia. The dish I want to share is a Georgian dish, Adjapsanda, which is kind of a stew, but I'm in Australia, salad country. So I've turned a classic Georgian stew into an Adjapsanda barbecue salad. Adjapsanda is traditionally put in a pot and stewed. You're stewing nightshades like capsicums and tomatoes and eggplant together to make a lovely kind of caponata or ratatouille situation.
I'm making this out of Alice's book, Salad for Days. It's here on page 52. It looks really pretty, so hopefully I'm gonna channel my inner Alice and plate it as lovely as she does. Also, these grill marks, I don't know if I've ever been able to achieve grill marks before, so we'll see. I'm gonna get my pan really hot, like rip-roaring hot, so that it sears onto my eggplant and zucchini. This is a nice book. It feels good, you know?
What I thought I would do is put those kinds of flavors into a barbecue situation. So I hope you're enjoying chucking that veg on the barbie.
Drum roll. Yes, yes. Boom, grill marks, baby. This looks perfect. A little hotter in the back than the front. That's okay.
And then I'm teaming it with a classic Georgian salsa and adjika. Adjika is a tomato and capsicum roasted sauce, but this is a speedy version using supermarket charred grilled peppers as well as some sun-dried tomatoes and some spices. And then you're gonna stir that through some yogurt to create like a schmear situation on the bottom, and then chuck all of that barbecue veg on top. This dish reminds me of coming home and having this in the fridge. Adjapsanda is one of those dishes that's really useful to have in the fridge for like the whole week. Once you stew it on a Sunday, you can pop it onto toast or onto some mashed potato or some rice, and you could even have it as like a bit of a soup if you wanted to loosen it off with some stock.
I'm only using the stems for the adjika sauce, which I think is pretty interesting and a good way to use the entire part of the cilantro. Boop.
But what I really like about this version is that it brings my worlds together, where I'm from and where I am now, because if there's anything that we love in Australia, it's chucking stuff on the barbie. In summer and in spring, doing this outdoors, serving it up as a cold salad is a really easy and delicious way to have something a little bit different.
Look at how messy this was. I've got stuff everywhere. Oh, it's a lot to clean up. I'm gonna taste the adjika for salt content here. That is amazing. Oh, that is so beautiful. Wow. If you make nothing else, just make this sauce. Wow, 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 wow.
I've just written a book called Salad for Days that's all about showing you that you can have salad for every meal of every day of the year. So for me, salad is never an afterthought. As far as I'm concerned, you can have salads that are big, salads that are sides, so you've just got to kind of choose your own adventure. And I think this is a really great one to show you because it's more of a hero dish. This is more of a main event situation than a side dish. You should try this barbecued Adjapsanda salad because it'll show you that salad can be so much more than you ever thought, and it'll bring the flavors of Georgia and Australia into your kitchen.
While it looks beautiful, I will say grilling took forever, and it was so hot in my kitchen. It feels like 1,000,000 degrees in my kitchen right now. It is so hot. I don't know, I need to go pull my hair up. All this grilling, it's meant to be done outside, I get that. Whew. I also nearly chopped my fingers off doing the worst cutting of an onion that I have ever done on this channel. Oh my God, I'm doing this so unsafely. That was terrible. Yeah, I know.
I wasn't breathing.
But we're done, so let's try it. That's delicious. That is beautiful. Ooh, that was worth the labor. That is really good. I think if you had a barbecue grill, this would be a lot easier because you could put everything out at the same time. I love that adjika sauce. It is so like spicy from the garlic and smooth from the peppers, herbaceous from the cilantro stems. It's gorgeous. This would be so good left over with eggs or spread on toast. Oh. Yum, 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 and mixed with the yogurt gives it that creamy flavor, which is so beautiful. I liked that I used Japanese eggplants because they ended up being the same size as the zucchini. So if you're gonna cook this, it cooks in about the same amount of time, making it a little bit easier. Oh, I wanna keep eating this. This is a great dinner party salad, 100% a dinner party salad. Everybody would be so over the moon for it. I like that this was Alice's riff on a more traditional Georgian dish. I like that idea that she took something that was like a soup and turned it into a salad by dissecting the parts. I think that was really interestingly done. My tomatoes did kind of turn to mush, so if you're gonna do it, I think a bigger tomato than the little ones that I use would be better because they'll have more structural integrity. These got a little messed up. Bleh. Oh my God, they just look like mush. But ultimately at the end of the day, I think that they taste fine. Like they're grilled and they're soft and they're juicy, so it kind of worked out either way. They just don't look that pretty. I was excited to share her dish because she does have a new cookbook out called Salad for Days, which I will leave a link to in the description if you want to buy it, but it is a gorgeous book with a million color photos of every single dish, which is one of my favorite things that a cookbook can have. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm gonna finish my plate. It's making me feel good inside. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Hi Beryl, my name is Sammi. I live in Toronto, Canada, and the dish that I want to share with you today is a drink from the Dominican Republic called Morir Soñando, which roughly translates to die dreaming. This drink is made up of milk, orange juice, vanilla, sugar, served chilled over ice. The drink is quite popular across the Dominican Republic. You can definitely find it at family gatherings and cookouts, and can even be found as an alcoholic drink when you add rum to it. This drink is creamy, it's citrusy, it's sweet, and it's super refreshing, and it reminds me of being a kid during summer break, where my mom would make it in a big pitcher and bring it out to the yard for me and my brother to enjoy and cool off with. This dish also reminds me of the unspoken love in immigrant households. I think in a lot of cultures it's really common to find food as a love language, and sharing and preparing food for one another can really be a way to express your love, and that really reminds me of my mom. I really encourage everyone to try this drink. It only takes a few simple, quite often accessible ingredients to make it.
So I have my chilled evaporated milk. My plan is this, because it will curdle if I just dump it into this orange juice, because the acid in the milk, they're not gonna have fun. So I'm gonna pour it into this, and then I'm going to slowly pour this into this, and it's not gonna curdle. That's the plan. Okay? Great. I'm scared. Please don't curdle. It's not curdling. Yes.
And even though it sounds like a weird combination, I think that everyone should give it a try, because it might just be your new next summer drink staple. I hope you enjoy it. Buen provecho.
I have a feeling that I'm going to really, really like this drink. Mostly because all the ingredients in it are just lovely. It's like melted ice cream. It's so good. Oh my gosh. Well, everybody, you need to immediately run and try this drink at home. If you like orange creamsicles, you will love this drink. It tastes like a melted creamsicle. That orange flavor and the evaporated milk are combining to make the creamiest, most decadent flavored drink I think I have ever had. I don't know if you would need to do fresh orange juice necessarily, but having it fresh is really special. I feel like I could just chug this beverage. It's that good. Pretty much this glass is a ratio of 2-to-1 evaporated milk, 1 part orange juice. I don't know if I've ever had that much evaporated milk just straight to the stomach, so we'll see how I feel afterwards, but it will definitely be worth it. I like how cold it is because it doubles down on that feeling of drinking melted ice cream, which is something that's just really fun. A perfect summer treat, perfect for a backyard party, perfect for just sitting around in your living room. Honestly, this is a drink that I think everybody needs to try. It's that delicious, it's that accessible. Make this drink at home, just make it.
Hi Beryl, hi everyone. My name is Ana and I'm from São Paulo, Brazil. The dish I want to talk to you about is bolo de coco gelado or cold coconut cake. And it's also popularly known as bolo toalha felpuda or fluffy towel cake. This coconut cake is very moist and sweet.
Should I try the bowl trick? Leia says maybe. I'm gonna try it.
Nice. I always get so nervous. The syrup that is made with condensed milk and coconut milk soaks into the cake and makes it perfect. Shredded coconut on top makes it look like a fluffy towel. I like how nostalgic it feels. It was very common in the 90s and now it's making a comeback. So it's easy to find on restaurants and cafes.
Just fold it in. Just fold it in. What do you mean fold it in? Just fold it in, David.
This cake is very common in Brazil because its ingredients are easy to find throughout the country and is also really easy to make. As this cake uses the milk from the coconut and also the shredded coconut on top, it's all about coconut flavor. It's very coconutty, it's very moist, it's delicious.
So I was supposed to get Brazilian coconut milk, and there's a little Brazilian grocery store in Midtown that we were able to find it at. It just is a little bit more watery, right? So I wonder if you could just dilute normal coconut milk to do this. I'm not sure. I'm not sure of a lot of things when I'm doing this show, and especially when it comes to baking. I love that this is a tres leches coconut cake. I've never had that before, but I do love tres leches cake. I really want to taste it, so I'm gonna. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. That is so good. Oh.
This dish reminds me of my childhood, of the birthday parties that took place at my school. Because in Brazil, it's common to have like a small celebration of a classmate's birthday. And we eat this cake all the time. It was very good. I was so happy back then.
It is day 2 of the cake. It sat overnight and it's looking very nice. We're gonna cut into it.
I think that everybody should try it because it's easy to make. The ingredients are kind of easy to find. It's unique. It's a very different cake. Hope you enjoy it. Bon appetit.
A tres leches coconut cake? Yes, please. That was corny, but honestly, yes, please. That is soft and delicious. Ooh. We're just gonna go right in for bite number 2. Make this cake 100%. I don't think that you need to use the Brazilian coconut milk. You could take coconut milk and water it down a little because it is thinner than coconut milk that I've seen here. But honestly, make this cake. It is fantastic. The coconut flavor really comes through and it is beautiful and tender. It's soft. There's no question that this is a coconut tres leches cake, and if you like normal tres leches cake, you will love this coconut tres leches cake. The waiting time for this cake is 2 hours to overnight. I obviously let it sit overnight, and I do feel like that was the right thing to do. I also do think I could have probably poured a little more liquid into this. I was nervous because I've never made a tres leches cake before, so I couldn't tell how much was the right amount. It's definitely moist in the middle, there's no doubt about that, but I think I could have gone with a little bit more and not been so light-handed about it. This cake is outstanding. Definitely would be a crowd pleaser, definitely feels way fancier than it is. Making the batter was not that difficult. It had a lot of steps to it for sure, between beating the eggs, putting in the egg yolks, adding the sugar. There was a lot going on, but I also think that's kind of typical for how you make a cake. So fluffy.
Yeah.
I also think that I'm getting better at baking. I'm always intimidated whenever you guys send me a cake or a bread recipe. Baking scares me. But I've had a lot of successes recently, so I think at this point, I'm definitely okay with baking. So maybe we should do some sort of baking episode to really test out what I'm saying about myself, like a cake episode, or I don't know what else would really be baking. I'm not gonna do bread. That's way too scary. Let me know in the comments what you think a good idea would be to test me out in my baking skills these days. I love the coconut on top. Crunchy with the soft cake. It's amazing. Did I say that I like this cake? I like this cake. I love this cake. You have to try some.
I'm so excited to try it.
Hello Beryl and hello YouTube. I'm Raymond and I'm coming to you today from northern New Jersey in the United States. The dish that I am incredibly proud to bring to you today is called Swiss Chard Genoa-Style. Unlike many other dishes that have been made on this channel, this actually does come from a cookbook. It's one that my maternal grandmother used, and it's called the Talisman Italian Cookbook, and my guess is that she got it somewhere around the time she got married in the summer of 1946. This dish consists of Swiss chard shredded and mixed with minced garlic, parsley, onions, sliced mushrooms, and eggs, and that's all mixed into an oven-safe dish, topped with breadcrumbs and a shower of sharp grated cheese. This was something that my grandmother made for a special occasion, and the whole family always looked forward to it. I was lucky enough to actually inherit that cookbook, and now I'm the one who makes it for the family. Although, I will admit, I think I make it a lot less often than my grandmother did. My grandmother, gosh, she poured so much of her love into the food she made for her family. My mom often joked that her mother would spend more time on a side dish than many people would on the entire meal.
Why am I using my hands?
Isn't that hot?
Yeah. That was hot.
But this Swiss chard was what I always wanted most on that table. To me, it really just tastes like home. It has a lot of flavors and ingredients that I think of as being kind of the basis of Italian-American cooking here in the United States. Kind of those ones that when someone comes into the kitchen, they go, "Ooh, what are you making? That smells so good." And it's literally olive oil, garlic, and onions. Around the holidays like Christmas, Thanksgiving here in the United States, or my grandmother's favorite, Easter, this was always a mainstay on our table. Conveniently, the ingredients are pretty common to find at a major grocery store throughout the year, so it's pretty easy to make no matter the season. And while it isn't common there are leftovers, I am the kind of animal who would just eat this cold straight out of the refrigerator.
Yeah, that fits perfectly.
I hope I've done my grandmother proud and this dish justice in trying to get your viewers excited to try my grandmother's beloved Swiss chard casserole. It may be considered a bit old-fashioned, and it's likely not going to be the healthiest thing on your table, but I'm pretty sure it'll become your favorite because these homey flavors and the love that you put into it really do transcend time. I really do thank you for the opportunity to share this with your viewers, and I hope that you'll love this casserole as much as my grandmother loved serving it to her family.
The recipe was simple enough. The only thing is that it didn't make very much. The whole point of a casserole in my mind is that it's supposed to feed a big group, and like this feeds 1.5. So it seems like I've ended up with a lot less casserole than I thought that I would. This casserole pan just seems way too big for what I have. I'm gonna go with my smaller one. This is casserole for 2. So I think when I put the recipe online, I'm gonna double it, and that's how you can get to 4. But yeah, we had a baby casserole. She did the little one. Did the little one. That's how I talk to my dog. She did the little one. Oh my God, it's so good. That is so delicious. Make this and double that recipe. Whoa. It tastes like a quiche, honestly. It has that eggy flavor to it, but like, you know, a good quiche has tons of vegetables in it, and that to me is what this is tasting like. The Swiss chard and the mushrooms are so good, and the breadcrumbs on top give it a little bit of a crunch. This is divine. Heck yeah. Casseroles can be so much more than the stereotype of them. Like, this is an amazing casserole, and it hits all the kind of notes of what I want out of a casserole. Oh, not much spice in this, and it just tastes delicious. It really tastes like vegetables. The bounty and the beauty of vegetables baked together. The egg binder is really good. Like, the textures are just there. I like it. I mean, obviously you can tell I like it. I think the first thing I was like, divine.
This is divine.
I dare say I love it. Thank you all for an amazing year. I'm so excited to keep doing this with you all next year. Don't forget that if you want to be a part of the show, all of my callouts are posted on the YouTube post page, which is right here, and on my Instagram page, which I'm linking in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps support the channel, and all the recipes that you've ever seen are always on my website, beryl.nyc. I will see you all in the new year. Happy New Year!